Smash Ultimate is rumored to have a female fighter, but who is it and where does the leak come from?
Blocked content.
What's happening, my Blocked buddies, and welcome to a brand new episode of Blocked Content's Leak Speak. My name is Callum, and this is going to be your content for today. Today we're talking about something that a lot of you guys really want me to talk about. There's a leak for the game Super Smash Bros. Ultimate that talks a little bit about a fighter that now has kind of been unnamed, but there's so much evidence, there's so much information for this character. There's a lot of Twitter threads about this, and it's all in Japanese, so I've gone through the trouble the entire day to kind of assemble information about this, and I really want to ask everybody at home, if you know something about this leak, if you can find something out, maybe throughout this video or because of this video, then let me know, because I'm super intrigued by this, because some evidence seems super real, some of this stuff seems very interesting, and I can't really wait to find out who this character is. It's super interesting to me. So let's dive into this leak, and for those of you guys who like giveaways, we are of course giving away Piranha Plant plushies at 50k. Remember to like this video, press the thumbs up, subscribe to our channel Blocked Content, and comment down below to enter for the giveaway. So we do a whole lot of cool content on the channel. We're starting up a new animated show very soon, and we of course do Leak Speak and Snake Codex, all that kind of jazz. So thank you guys so much for joining, and let's get into this. So this leak is actually called the Milk Basadu leak, and it's a really strange name, and the name is of course this because the Twitter user who posted all this information is a Japanese user, and that used to be this Twitter user's name. So this is still kind of ingrained into the Smash Brothers Ultimate or Smash in general leak culture, that this is basically the Milk Basadu leak. So if you search about that, then you'll find a whole lot more. So a whole lot of this information also comes from the wiki, the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate wiki, which also has a list of rumors, and a lot of information has been compiled about it. So on October 11th, a Twitter user named Milk Basadu, which is currently right now on Twitter named Team Nepdon, so very interesting name change there to not associate maybe with the leak, posted a few leaks for the then upcoming Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, such as the upcoming release of some form of VR, as well as the inclusion of Dragon Quest's hero characters without any female costumes. Now, one thing here is super interesting already, because we're talking about a leak that had its origin before Super Smash Bros. Ultimate came out, and that's pretty crazy. Not only saying that there is some sort of VR coming, well, that actually happened in the game, and probably they were kind of working on that to release it down the line as some sort of update, right? Nintendo Labo might have just come out, you know, Nintendo Labo VR was being developed, and of course within the Smash offices, the conversation then becomes, how can we support Labo VR with Super Smash Bros? Is there some sort of different mode that we can do? Is there some way that we can implement VR? And well, they actually ended up doing it. A lot of people really enjoyed Super Smash Bros. Ultimate in VR. It's a little bit limited, but still really cool to see more of the stages and a unique style of playing. But is someone just calling this out of nowhere is pretty strange. We here on Blocked Content actually made a video about Smash in VR. We rumored about it before the game came out, and actually we kind of had an entire video talking about what VR could be, and just a person calling it like this is pretty crazy. Now, as well as the inclusion of, now we know, the Dragon Quest character, the hero, and specifically saying that Dragon Quest characters, so plural, will be joining, which ended up being the case, right? We have all these alternate costumes for the hero, starting with the Dragon Quest XI Pro tag, and then all the way down to Erdrick and the other characters, which is super interesting. No female heroes. It would have been really interesting to have that added as well. I think that Wendy Koopa being added to the Koopalings. A lot of characters in Smash Bros. Ultimate have both female and male alternate costumes, and I think that's super fun and interesting. And yeah, it would have made sense for the Dragon Quest hero character. I think a lot of people also rumored that Erdrick would have a female version because of some very familiar artwork from online, the very Akira Toriyama kind of design. So a lot of people thought that that would happen. It never ended up materializing and never ended up happening. So although, you know, calling these two things is super crazy. Not only calling that we're gonna get a Dragon Quest hero character without any female costume, so that is of course correct, but also guessing VR, that's pretty crazy. Then on December 14th, 2018, This tweet was followed up with a claim that a female character would be appearing as a playable DLC fighter in the Fighter's Pass. Now, mind you, this has nothing to do with Dragon Quest. This is just something, okay? This is not anything, of note at all. And it goes on to say, in April of 2019, Nintendo announced that the fourth Nintendo Labo kit would include VR. So this happened. This kit was eventually made compatible with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate in an update released on May 30th. So now we've come full circle, and this has actually happened. As part of Nintendo's E3 presentation for 2019 on June 11th, as you guys know, Banjo-Kazooie hit, but also, of course, the Hero was announced, consisting of 4 different hero characters from the Dragon Quest series, but without any female versions, despite other popular rumors at the time claiming otherwise. Now, of course, we have also reported on deals like that, where it's like, oh, wait, so it's going to be Erdrick and an alternate female and male versions of the character. So that never ended up happening. But yes, everything kind of came full circle with the VR happening, compatible with Smash Brothers, the update from May 30th, and then, of course, Nintendo's very recent 2019 Nintendo E3 presentation. So the Hero is now here, no female alt in sight, so everything up until this point is completely correct. Then later, on June 15th, 2019, this person made another tweet claiming that his sources for all these leaks came from a person from his friend named just Mr. H, who apparently actually visited Nintendo. Now, this is pretty crazy. Everybody in fake leaks always talks about, yeah, my dad works at Nintendo or something like that, or my uncle at Nintendo, or I work there, or I used to work there, I got fired. But this, in some sort of fashion, seems likely, because of course it's a Japanese person. All the texts are in Japanese. There's no heads and tails of it. Where I'm concerned, I can translate stuff through Google, and I don't get any results that I can actually work with at all. So this Mr. H, super elusive, who visited Nintendo and saw the female character in development. And this is where it becomes crazy, right? Claiming that she looks like she comes from a game of the fighting genre. So it's described in this way in the tweet, right? It comes from some sort of fighting game or something like that. I don't know if it literally means this is a female character from a fighting game. And why wouldn't they talk about the character, right? Is it not a character that's super, identifiable? Is it not a Chun-Li kind of character that would immediately make sense? Oh, that's Chun-Li from Street Fighter. That's a character from a fighting game and super popular. No, so that's probably not going to be it if it's not going to be identified that quickly. So that's super strange. So this Mr. H just drops, oh yeah, there's a female character in development. I've seen something. And then a little bit later, there's even more information about this female character in development for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. A day later, Milk Bosadu claimed on Twitter that Mr. H said that the character wasn't Raimu from Toho Project. A lot of people have been talking about, yeah, maybe a character from Toho will actually join Super Smash Bros. Maybe that entire franchise gets some sort of representation in the game. There's a lot of fans for that. It could have some crazy results in Super Smash Bros., that's for sure. But no, that's not the case. They would have known what the character looked like. They would have known because they, probably are fans or familiar with the Toho Project. So another day later, he made another tweet stating that this character holds a throwing weapon. So this character holds a throwing weapon, which is described like something like a hammer or a boomerang. So super strange in my book, no idea what this could mean. And also the idea of, what kind of throwing weapon would you not be able to identify if you see it, right? Is this just hearsay? Is this text? So it's like a hammer or a boomerang. I really don't know, but that's like literally in the tweet. This person is even trying to like type in English, and it's a little bit broken, but yeah, this is like literally in there. So super strange. Then 2 days later, he made a tweet about the female character's actual 3D model. What Mr. H saw, but she doesn't have a color at all. So it's probably still grayed out in the 3D model development cycle, right? It isn't completed at all. It has no textures, so it has no color. So you can't really identify what the model is. It would just be like a female figure or just a character, right? That you can't really identify. He didn't see the face of the character. However, speculation goes on that the model may have come from 3D software, right? Now, this would, of course, definitely make sense because that is how you would not be able to identify a character because it would maybe not have textures already. Now, speculation regarding who it is includes Nokaruru from Samurai Spirits, Mai Shiranui from Fatal Fury, Morgan from Darkstalkers, and Colette Brunel and Lloyd Irving from Tales of Symphonia. Now, sorry if I butchered any of the names, not super familiar with most of these characters, but the latter two would actually appear as sort of a tag team fighter, like Ice Climbers or Rosalina and Luma, and why that is rumored is probably because the character Colette on her own would probably not be too iconic, and having Lloyd there would make Lloyd, not just another anime swords fighter in Smash Brothers that a lot of people have come a little bit tired of. Now that we get the hero, we're like, that, put a cap on it. That's enough, right? Thank you so much. We need a lot more original characters in the game, kind of like King K. Rool, switching up the playstyle, switching up, different body types, different kind of characters. So, a lot of people from the West are not that happy about too many anime swords fighters. To me, personally, if they bring a cool playing style, then it's, up for grabs. I think Lloyd Irving could definitely work. As a tag team fighter like Ice Climbers or Rosalina and Luma, I don't know. Then it could, I could tip the way of saying Rex and Pyra, right? That could definitely happen. And I think that that's something that fans would be very happy with. So, reading a little bit through the tweets, definitely some stuff is stated in English. Mr. H, my friend, he went to Nintendo. He saw Fighter Pass characters. I like a fighting game female character. He told to me so. I cannot write English well. So, very broken English, but basically saying, Mr. H, my friend, can't really say his name. He went to the Nintendo's offices. He saw Fighter Pass characters, so probably means multiple, but that's how it's stated. Maybe it just means the single character, and it's a translation error. And it looks like a fighting game female character. That's basically all. Now, people have rumored that it could be Chun-Li. People have rumored that it could be Lara Croft from Tomb Raider, which would be crazy cool because that character is super iconic. Jill from Resident Evil would also be a great contender. And going on to say Fighter Pass characters, not Raimu, because Mr. H knows. So Mr. H would know that character. So Cosmos, a lot of people have also talked about that character. And one of the final things that this person is saying, which is not included in the Smash Wiki as of yet, is that the new Fighters Pass character has a flying weapon. Mr. H told me so. And this kind of throws me for a bit of a loop, because a flying weapon isn't necessarily a hammer or a boomerang at all. I think a flying weapon is like maybe a weapon that you can also fly on. So people have been saying a broom is a flying weapon, right? Maybe Ashley from the WarioWare games. That would be a female character, has a flying weapon literally. And then, of course, Team Neptune says, Mr. H saw a new Fighter Pass character, but it doesn't have color. That was 3D model. Mr. H couldn't see its face. Sorry, I can't talk about Fighter Pass character. So basically saying, that's all I know. Please stop harassing me about it. This is all the information that I have. I really don't know anything more. So I think that that's a little bit of a dead end here with this leak. And I really want to ask you guys if you have any more information about this female character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I'm super curious who this could be. Is this included in the final two characters of the Fighters Pass? To me, something like a Lara Croft wouldn't make all that much sense. I don't think that that character would be coming to Smash. Chun-Li, I think I could see happening. Rex and Pyra, maybe. But I'm really curious what you guys out there think. Is it Ashley from WarioWare? Put it down in the comments below, because of course we'll be answering your questions, and I'd love to hear what you guys think of this. If you comment down below, you could actually be featured in our next video. And today's comment question is, who is this elusive female fighter? Now, our comment question winner is Rice Bell French. Beautiful name. Saying, a second Fighter's Pass with upgraded assist trophy characters. Number 76, Ashley. Number 77, Skull Kid. Number 78, Isaac. Number 79, Waluigi. Number 80, Shadow, semicolon. Thank you so much, Rice Bell French. I think that this is a really fun idea to have actually a second Fighters Pass that is just consisting of assist trophy characters that break out of their assist trophy case and become real fighters. I think that that's a really great marketing push for Smash Ultimate. A lot of these characters are characters that people really want to play as. So yeah, really great get. If this happens, I know that the fandom has exploded because of Banjo and Kazooie, and that's crazy and cool and all. If something like this happened, I think it'll, explode even more. It's crazy. If assist trophy characters actually become playable, then it's just about the best game ever. Not because we're going to get Waluigi, but because we're going to get Shadow, and I think Skull Kid would be really cool, and of course Isaac. I think Ashley could be interesting. Waluigi, I just can't see. There's a lot of people that really want the character in the game, and I think that it could be happenstance. I think that Sakurai will just never do it, maybe just out of spite. So thank you guys so much for sending in all those comments down below. These are always a ton of fun to read through, so please comment down below and I will be reading through all of your comments. And of course, very big shout out to all our Patreon supporters. You make Blocked content absolutely possible. And remember, if you're not yet a member of the Blocked content family yet, click that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications so every time we do a new video, you get just the scoop, and all the news and fun that you care about will be delivered on the daily to you. Now, I'm going to go ahead and go to the new Spider-Man Far From Home movie. Super excited about this. Heard good things, so I'm going to have some fun. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys around the corner where there's always more Blocked content. See ya.